Hello, my name is Rovel Gaither, aka the Mad Bagger, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm going to bring you guys along on a process of me making this beautiful shoulder bag that I think is perfect for the springtime. And it's been a while since I did a shoulder bag in this style, and it's also been a while since I designed something for spring. So super dope. I love the colors of this bag. I love the design. I love everything about it. And the colors on this one are black and yellow, which is perfect, which is why I say this is a perfect spring bag, because as y'all know, springtime, that's when all the bees be outside. They be pollinating, they be buzzing, they be doing their thing. And it's beautiful. This bag, I do have like a message and a meaning that I do want to convey with this piece. I'll kind of explain that at the tail end of this video. But I do love it. So I'm going to go ahead and show the bag and talk about it. So let's do that. So this is the bag that I make in today's video. And you already know it's amazing. One thing about it, if you've been watching my videos or you've been watching me and my brand, you already know when I hold a bag up and it says Rovel Gaither on it and it's made by me, just know it's gonna eat. You already know how we get down over here. This is what the bag looks like. It's beautiful. So this is a fully canvas shoulder bag. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at it in the viewfinder and I'm just so obsessed with this bag. So this is a fully canvas bag. So I used a 100% cotton canvas for all the black, and then for the yellow, I used a waterproof canvas. If you know me and you've seen like a few of my videos or recent projects, I've been playing around with waterproof canvas on the exterior of my bags to get really cool colors. And I've been loving it. It's really fun. It's kind of taking me to new different levels of experimentation in my work, and I'm really excited about that. So I love the pattern on this as well. I did this really nice circular, curvy type of vibe. You know my style is like real curvy, real circular, real all of that. So amazing. We got purse feet on the bottom, antique brass hardware. And again, this one is a shoulder bag, so it's a really nice style. And I did do a recessed zipper on this one as well, which has a yellow zipper, which is beautiful. She looks bomb.com. Strap connector on here, and this is just a really lovely bag. So if you do want to stick around and watch me make this beautiful bag, please do make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think, and make sure you guys also check out my social medias. I have them linked down below. Make sure you check out my website as well if you're interested in purchasing this bag or anything else that I may have available. And yeah, that's all I need to say, and let's get into the video. All right, so I'm back in the studio, and today is April 28th, and oh my goodness, I don't know why. I feel like it's been forever since I sat down and was like in front of a camera or like worked or anything, which it hasn't, because I was literally just working on a bag in a project last week, but I scrapped it because I don't like how it came out, and it was very annoying because I spent a lot of time working on it, and that project will probably never see the light of day. So I just kind of jumped straight into this one. But yeah, I was working on it last week, so I don't know why it feels like that. But today I'm going to be working on a shoulder bag. Now, I haven't done a shoulder bag in this style in a really long time. It's been about a year. I think last summer was when I did one. I love this design so much. It is so dope. And I designed this one not too long ago, but after I designed it, I knew that I instantly fell in love with it, but I didn't know what colors that I wanted to go with. And when I did it, and then when I added these colors and did this color combo, I was like, this is literally perfect. It's beautiful. So I'm going with this really nice shoulder bag. Look at how amazing this is. This is the sketch mock-up that I did of this design. Absolutely stunning. So I'm doing this is going to be a fully canvas bag. This one isn't going to have denim. I would like to use denim, but I don't have any black denim right now, and I don't really have access to it. I don't feel like waiting and ordering it, so I have black canvas, so I'm going to use that. But yeah, it's this really nice curvy situation going on with here, and it's going to be black and yellow, which is perfect because it's springtime. All the bumblebees are outside. They're doing their thing, pollinating, all that good stuff. It's that time of the year. I feel like this is perfect for the colors and just the bumblebee. Like, I love it. In this bag, I do want to kind of tell a message with this one. I'll talk about it a little bit later on in the video so that I don't make the intro too long. But yeah, I'm going with this nice black and yellow. I'm doing a oval name tag. I don't know what it is lately, but I've really been into the oval name tags. Literally all the bags that I've done this year have had an oval tag. And antique brass hardware on this one. I think this is so dope. I love it so much. So I've been doing pre-production for the last few days. I already have all my stuff cut out. So this is the front and back body piece. I love the silhouette that I'm going with on this. I love the dip right here in the center. I think it's really dope. And I'm going to do a recessed zipper on the inside of this one. Now, I've done a recessed zipper a few times before. I think this is going to be like my third time. I know how to do them. I just never done it with this style of a bag. So I'm really interested to see how that's going to turn out. But this pattern has a lot of pieces. Like when I tell you, we got pieces on pieces on pieces on pieces on pieces on pieces on pieces. It's a lot of different pieces because you already know how I like to build up my designs and patterns and all that good stuff. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to get my template. If you know me, you know I love a good template. I already have my templates made up. So I have two separate ones. This is the one for the front, and then this is for the front and the back. And then I also have this one for like the main piece. So I'm gonna go ahead, lay it on my main body piece, and then dot the holes where everything is supposed to line up and be at, and then line everything up that way. And yeah, so that's gonna be the first thing. And for this one, again, like I said, I'm using fully canvas. So the black is 100% cotton canvas, and then for the yellow, I'm using a waterproof canvas, which I think is really good that I'm using a waterproof canvas, because one, I've been playing around a lot with waterproof canvas on the exterior of my bags. I typically use them on the inside, but I didn't know that you could use them on the exterior until like not too long ago. So I've been playing around with that because I can get really cool colors and things like that. And I feel like it's a lot easier to clean if it does get dirty. So yeah, that's really everything that I need to say. Before I do get into the video though, I do want to say thank you guys so much for 10,000 subscribers. While I was away, you know, doing all this work and all this stuff, I hit 10K like I think a few days ago, which is it's so crazy. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but I've been doing YouTube for so long. I started doing YouTube in like the 8th grade. I would think it was like 8th grade. I used to like make funny videos and stuff like that. And recently I started getting back into it, building my channel back up for sewing content. And it's been 3 years, I think, that I've been doing this like full time, pretty much, essentially building this channel back up. And it's just really cool to see it grow. And 10,000 subscribers is crazy. I've never hit that milestone on YouTube. And YouTube is one of those platforms where it's like, it's really hard to get subscribers. So I really want to thank you guys so much for the love and support. Like, we out here rocking, we out here doing it, we out here doing it. Like, if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe, become a bagger. That's what I call you guys. You guys are the baggers. I'm the mad bagger, y'all the baggers. You know how we rocking. So I'm gonna go ahead, stop rambling, and get into the project. So let's do that. All right, so it's been a few hours and I went ahead and did all of the overlays for the front and the back, and it looks freaking amazing. So this is what the front is looking like. Look at how amazing this pattern is. Like, oh my goodness. So I have to put my name tag here. If you've seen any of my other videos and like how I do my designs, I kind of cut it in half right here. Or like I did 2 separate pieces, and then the name tag is gonna cover the raw in, so it's not really bulky under there. Because if I left it like a full whole piece like how I did on the back, when I go to put my name tag on, it's going to be bulky in these areas and it's going to look weird and like just it's not going to lay nice and flat. So I have it cut like this, and then I'm going to sew the name tag in to cover the raw edges. But I mean, come on. So this is what the front's looking like. I just realized I never sewed. I'm doing too much. I need to slow down. I didn't even sew the last part on. I finished the first part and I was like, oh my gosh, it looks so good. Let me go ahead and update y'all. I need to sew the little pieces on for the back right here, or the little last part. But this is what the back's looking like. Super dope. This is what the front's looking like. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is finish off the front, which I don't know how I did that. I typically am on top of that, but I need to finish that. So I'm gonna finish off this front, and I'm gonna sew on the name tag to cover up this raw end right here. And then I'm going to sew the piping on. Now for the piping, I'm doing a black piping. I think it'll look really good with the yellow. And I don't want to do the yellow because I feel like I've never used waterproof canvas for piping, and I don't think it will work that good. And also I didn't want to do yellow for the piping because I feel like, I don't know. I just didn't really feel the need to want to do yellow. And then the next thing I'm going to do after that is I'm going to sew on the bottom support to the gusset and then attach the purse feet. So I don't have the purse feet with me, but I'm going to do the circular flat ones, and it's all going to be antique brass hardware. I think I said earlier in the intro that I'm doing all antique brass hardware for this bag. And this is the test piece right here. I forgot to show it in the intro. I did sew up a little test piece. This is uninterfaced denim, or no. Yeah, this is uninterfaced denim, just to kind of test out the pattern and see how it is. I think it's really not showing up good because I think it's like, what is it called? Being overexposed, the white denim, so you can't see like the design. But I really just wanted to test it out and see how it looks. So it looks really dope. So yeah, it's coming out really nice. It hasn't been too long. I've only been 4 hours and 30 minutes into this so far, so it's not too time consuming. It is a smaller bag too. So typically, I feel like, have I been doing? No, I feel like the last few bags that I've been doing have just been really detailed and intricate with the patterns. This one's an intricate pattern too, but it's just not as many pieces and moving pieces and parts to it. So I'm gonna go ahead again, sew this down and put my name tag, piping, and bottom support and all that stuff. But so far, she's looking amazing. Like, I love this design so freaking much. Like, bro, this is bomb. So I'm gonna go ahead, do that stuff, and then I'll check back in and update y'all and kind of let you know what I'm gonna do from there. So let's do that. All right, so it's now 2 days later, and I wasn't able to get too much work done that night that I filmed my last check-in, and also yesterday because I had some other things to do. But I did go ahead and finish sewing on the piping, which looks amazing. Again, like I said, I think the black would look really good because surprisingly, I feel like this bag has a lot of yellow, but when I designed it, I felt like I didn't want to use too much yellow, but I feel like seeing it actually on here, it is quite a bit of yellow, which I don't mind. Like, I think it looks really good, but I'm really glad that I went with the black piping because I feel like it'll kind of just balance all of the colors. That's one of the things that when you're using multiple colors in a design, like, you have to find the right balance of them, because too much or not enough of another, it's going to throw the whole thing out of whack. So having that balance is really good. Also, if you hear like construction noises going on in the background, we're having construction done in the house right now, so you may hear a little bit of noise. You shouldn't, but you might. So yeah, I went ahead, did the piping on there, and then I also went ahead and I added on the strap connectors, and I did the rivets as well, and then I also sewed on the bottom support, and I put the purse feet on there as well. So that's where I'm at right now. So the next thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is I need to start on, well, no, I have to sew the bottom gusset onto the front and the back exterior, which honestly, I don't think it's going to be too hard. Also, I hope y'all don't hear all this drilling and screwing that's going on, because it really sounds crazy. Like, I'm trying to focus on what I'm saying, but all I hear is like a ruckus and a muckus outside. Like, it's crazy right now, but I hope it's not picking up on camera. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sew the bottom gusset on, which shouldn't be too hard because, again, this curve is not, well, not again, because I don't think I ever said it, but the curve on this bag is not crazy sharp, so it's gonna be a pretty decent sew. And then after that, I'm gonna start on the lining. So for the lining, I'm going with a black waterproof canvas. Just something simple, nothing too crazy. I didn't want to do yellow because, again, I felt like it would have been way too much yellow. I didn't want to do that. And again, like I said on this bag, I'm doing a recessed zipper, which I've done. This is going to be my third time doing one. I did a recess. I tested it out on this piece. So if you don't know what a recessed zipper is, it's pretty much like a zipper that's like inside of a bag that closes, like, I don't even, it's recessed like inside of the bag. I don't even know how to explain it, but it looks like this, and I'm going to do that. And I have all my pieces already prepped, so I'm going to do it in the black canvas. And I'm debating what zipper I want to use. So I don't know if I want to use this yellow style of a zipper. I feel like it could be cool, but it can also look a little corny. Or if I want to do this black zipper with like this gunmetal type finish. But I'm like, I kind of don't want to do this because then it might be too much black, and I kind of want to balance the colors again. So I don't know. I think I might do the yellow. I'm just hoping it's not going to look corny. We're gonna have to see. And the only thing about this yellow too is it's not the exact same yellow. Like, this is more of like a softer yellow. I mean, it's not anything too bad. Once it's sewn together, it won't be too much of a difference, but it's like, it's a little bit softer than the actual yellow on here. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna debate that when the time comes. But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now, and I'm gonna go ahead, sew on the gusset, and start on the lining. For the lining, I'm not doing anything too crazy. I'm just gonna do a zipper pocket. I'm not doing a slip pocket because the way the recessed zipper is on this bag, it's gonna make the width of anything that I put inside of the bag too small. Not the width, but like the height of it too small. So the zipper pocket is honestly gonna be really small on this bag, but I'm using it because I like to use the zipper pockets to close off my linings. So I'm adding that on there mostly for that. I mean, it's gonna be usable and functional. It's just not gonna be a really big pocket. So yeah, I'm gonna do a zipper pocket. I'm gonna do my name tag as always. I'm doing a black with the yellow embroidery. So that's really that for the inside. Nothing too crazy on this one, but I'm gonna go ahead, stop rambling, get started on my work, and let's do that. All right, so I went ahead and finished sewing on the gusset to the front and the back exterior, and it looks stunning. It is inside out right now, so it's kind of hard to see. But again, like I said, sewing the gusset on wasn't that bad because the curves on this aren't too crazy, so it really wasn't that difficult at all. And then I also just went ahead and finished sewing up the lining. And the recessed zipper on this came out amazing. Hold on, let me close it so you guys can see. I love how it came out. I did decide to go with the yellow zipper tape as well with the antique brass coil, but look at how good that looks. Like, it looks so freaking good. So I love how it came out. I did try a new technique with this because again, this was like my third time doing a recessed zipper, and I top stitched it on versus sewing it into a seam because I really wanted the recessed zipper to follow the curve of the top half of the bag instead of just being flat across. So I kind of curved it and top stitched it on, which looks freaking stunning. We got the zipper pocket back here, which I did that same color, the yellow color, and then I also put my name tag down there. So everything is looking absolutely amazing. So now what I need to go ahead and do is attach the lining to the exterior, which I'm hoping it's not going to be too bad. This is quite a stiff exterior, so I'm going to hope that it's not that bad, especially because I have the recessed zipper. I don't know how that's going to be top stitching this on. So, I mean, not top stitching it, but attaching it. So hopefully it's nothing too crazy, but I'm going to go ahead, sew the lining to the exterior, turn it right side out, top stitch it. And then I have to not sew on, but I have to sew up the handle and attach that. And then that's pretty much it. And it's crazy because this has been a really smooth project. Like, I haven't really ran into many issues. I love this pattern so much, and I'm honestly might make more of these because I really, not in the same color, I might, but like in just different colors, because I think this is a really dope pattern. I love the design, it's really dope. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do, and then I will check back in. I don't know if I'm gonna check back in after I turn everything right side out or what, but I'll either check in after that or I'll check in with my final thoughts. So far so good. So let's get to it. All right, so it's been about a week now since I finished up the bag, and I've had quite a bit of time to sit with it and let it grow on me, which I love this bag so much, y'all. Like, I loved it from the get-go, but like the more that I've been able to come in here and sit, I'm looking at it right now, like I really love this design. It's just amazing, and I really feel like I'm noticing that my work, I like to consider it a grower. Like, it's one of those things where it's like you can look at it and you can like it at first, but I feel like the more you sit with it and look at it, the more it grows on you. At least for me, that's how I look at it. I don't know if that's because I'm the creator of it or whatever have you, but I feel like that's some of the best work to make is ones that people can like it at first, but the more that they look at it, you know, it grows on them. Kind of like with music, you know, when an artist, when you first hear a song, you can like it, but it's like the more that you listen to it, you absolutely fall in love with it. That's some of the best work to make, and I think that's how I look at my work, because that's how it is to me. It takes a while for it to grow on me. I don't know why I'm rambling about this right now, but I kind of talked about it a little bit earlier on in the video. I had made another bag before this one because, again, it was kind of like the same style, it was the same color, and I wanted to convey the same message, which I'll talk about a little later on with this piece. But I don't like how the bag came out, so I scrapped it, and I was just gonna scrap the whole thing as a whole. But I was really drawn to this message and what I wanted to talk about. I don't know, mostly for me, but also because maybe someone else needed to hear it. And in these times that we're in right now, so I was like, you know what, let me just take this design, kind of infuse it into another silhouette, another you know, shape, color, not color, but another shape and style and things like that. And then I did it with this bag, and I love it. I think it fits better with what I was trying to go with anyway, and I just love how it came out. So sometimes, you know, when you mess up, it happens for a reason. You can't make every bag that I do is not going to be 100% it, you know. So that's something that I had to realize. I didn't beat myself up about it. I was just like, you know what, let's move on to the next one. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some final shots and talk about what I love about this bag. So first off, I love the color combo. bomb.com. Black and yellow is always going to eat, and it's perfect again because it's perfect for spring. The bumblebees are outside, all that good stuff. And I love the curvy design. It's so beautiful. I love how I played around with different curves and circles and things like that on here and just odd shapes. And I also love the curved silhouette of the top of the bag and how it matches with the design and everything. It looks amazing. We got the purse feet on the bottom. As you already know, we love a good purse foot moment, antique brass hardware. And I also like the back of the bag as well too. Like, beautiful, 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 beautiful. I just love everything about it. The recessed zipper came out amazing. Again, this is like my third time doing one, and I'm really glad that I decided to go with the yellow on this. Absolutely a chef's kiss. This bag is the bomb. So I am gonna go ahead and show the inside because I'm not gonna be able to get any good shots. But again, this is what it's looking like from the top view. We got the recessed zipper, and then when you open it up, it's black on the inside and it is waterproof, and then it has my name tag. It's kind of hard to see. It says it says Rovel Gaither. And then on the inside of the zipper pocket, which I also did that yellow, it has a tag that says made by Rovel Gaither. And the zipper pocket on this one is kind of small. It's perfect for like maybe cash, coins, a little lip gloss, chapstick, little things like that. And I didn't do a slip pocket or anything on this side. I kept it plain and simple just because I felt like it would be too awkward to kind of put stuff in and get stuff out of with this recessed zipper in the way. But yeah, I love it. It looks amazing, super dope. And I do call this one Bees Who I Be. I love the name. I think it's really playful, but it also kind of matches the meaning that I want to go with this one. So while I keep talking about the meaning, I haven't even told y'all what it's supposed to be. So a few weeks ago, I had took my dog outside to go use the bathroom, and I was outside with him, and it was a really nice day. We're in the backyard, and we have this bush in our backyard. And every time around spring, it's a lot of bees around the bush because, you know, it's like little flowers and like pollinate and stuff. So I was outside with my dog, he was in the bathroom, and I was looking in the bush, and I just saw like a bee. And it was just going from flower to flower, just pollinating, just doing its thing. And I don't know why, I was just really enamored and was watching the bee for like a cool minute, just jumping from flower to flower, just doing its thing. And I don't know why, I thought it was so beautiful. And like, just when you notice little small things about nature, and it's just like, I don't know why that was just so beautiful to me. But then in that same moment, I thought like, damn, it's crazy because like this bee is doing all of this work, pollinating these flowers, and we as humans are just turning around and killing the earth. And it's like, just that type of mindset. But it also just got me thinking, like, I kind of feel like I'm a bee, and I feel like I'm that, how do I want to word this? For some reason, for like a couple of days, that whole instance and that whole watching that bee just pollinate the flower was like just playing over in my head. And like the idea of, wow, these bees, they do this, you know, pollinating all of the flowers and plants and all this stuff, and then we turn around and we're killing the planet, and it's like all of this hard work is being done for what? Just for us to pretty much die in a sense. Really morbid, but you know, that was the mindset. So I was like, you know, I kind of feel like the bee in some sense, because, you know, with the way that the state of this country that I'm in America, the political, the economic, everything is crazy right now. It's very crazy, and it's very scary times that we're in. And a lot of times I feel a little bit of, I wouldn't necessarily say guilt, but I feel weird sometimes focusing so much on my craft and my work and making these works of these bags and putting them out and selling them and all these other things. It makes me feel like I should be doing something more important in these times. Like there's more important things to be doing. Like I'm just kind of am here playing around while the world is crashing and burning around me. That's what it feels like. But I also have to realize that I am a creative. I am an artist. This is what I do. And without being able to create and do what I do, I wouldn't be happy. Like, I don't find much joy in life. I find so much peace and happiness with creating and making bags. I cannot tell you how many times bag making has saved me in ways that I don't even think I would be able to explain. Not like in a sense of like, you know, saving me from death or anything, but just like mentally, physically, spiritually, like just, it has done so much for me that I don't even know if I would be able to put into words and explain. And I'm just kind of rambling at this point, trying to explain this large topic of what I was trying to convey with this bag. But yeah, you know, just feeling like, I feel like a lot of creators feel like that too, you know, where you always feel like there's something more important that you should be doing versus what you're actually doing. But No, that's not true. For as an artist, as a creative, the most important thing that an artist and a creative can do is to create, because it is our voice. It is the way that we show up in the world. It is the way that we express ourselves. It is the way that we talk about things. It's creative. Being a creative and being able to create things is so powerful. And I feel like society and so many people have downplayed creatives in their role in society for so long that a lot of us do have this mindset where we feel like what we're doing is not important, or there are more important things that we should be doing. But that's not true. Just like the bee is pollinating the flowers and we're turning around and we're killing the planet and all this stuff, do you think the bee questions, oh, well, why do I have to come out every spring and I have to pollinate all these flowers and these humans just over here killing the planet and now all my hard work is going, like, do you think the bee does that? No, the bee shows up and it does what the bee do. The bees be who it be. I be who I be. I'm a creative. I'm an artist. I'm a bag maker. I'm going to show up and I'm going to continue to make bags. I'm going to continue to talk about what I want to talk about. I'm going to continue to use my voice and vocalize what I want to vocalize, because without it, you take away my craft, you take away my voice, period. And this is why I really need artists to understand this. Their art is so important, especially in times like these, in times where it's really hard. That's when art is the most important, because it connects with humans on a level that things just can't. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but art can move a person in ways that there's nothing else that can compare to it. And that's why I feel like society has downplayed artists and creators for so long, because it is a very powerful thing that a lot of people don't understand. And it may sound weird me saying this, but I really need artists to understand how important they are, their craft, and what you're doing is not important, and that is actually the most important, and that you should continue to create and share, and, you know, maybe express how you feel during these times, and you never know who it may touch. So I really wanted this piece to vocalize that I be's who I be. The bee doesn't have to question if they should show up and pollinate these flowers because we're killing the planet. They just do it. Just like I shouldn't come and show up to my craft questioning, should I be doing this or not? Should I be doing other important things? I'm going to continue to pollinate my flower. I'm going to continue to show up, because just like if the bees stop showing up to pollinate, we're gonna die. If I stop showing up to create and voice my opinions and my thoughts and everything, I'm going to die spiritually. I love that. I love that. But that was a really large topic that I was trying to explain, and I didn't have any of this scripted, but I need to figure out better how to word it to express what I was trying to go with this piece. But essentially, that's what I want this bag to represent. And I call it I be's who I be, because I am who I am. I am a creative. This is what I do. I be who I be. But I did I be's who I be because, like, the bee, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. But yeah, it looks amazing. I love it so much. And this bag is going to be retailing for $1,165. Yes, it's pricey. But you know what? Again, I am no longer I'm no longer lowering my prices or my value, or no, not value. I am no longer disrespecting myself and my craft when it comes to the time and the hours that I put into this. So it's really, I think that it's 100% worth it. I love this bag so much. It is definitely a beauty. I mean, come on, do you see the work? She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. And the price for that also does include the shipping in the duster bag as well. So you don't have to pay anything extra for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But I thank you guys so much for watching. If you stuck around all the way to the end, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification so that you can be notified when I upload any new videos. And make sure you follow all of my social media links. Those are down below in the description box. My website's down there as well if you're interested in this bag or any bags that I may have available and any patterns that I have up on my website. And yeah, this was a long outro, but I really felt like I had to explain this, and I tried to do it the best that I can because I feel like it was a really large topic that I'm having a hard time explaining, but I hope it made sense. So yeah, that's it. That's the bees who I be. That's what I made today. And I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Mad Bagger signing out. Deuces.